Good evening. Good evening. My name is Michelle Nelson, and I am the Dean of Student Success here at Macomb Community College. It is my pleasure to welcome you to Macomb Community College's 114th commencement ceremony. This evening's program marks the significant achievements of our graduates, and it is a distinct pleasure to acknowledge and honor them in this formal ceremony. You are an important part of this event, and we are glad that you are here to celebrate with your graduate. I would like to take a moment to give you an idea of how tonight will proceed. The ceremony will open with an official welcome from the president of the college, Dr. James Sawyer. This will be followed with 3 of our graduate students reflecting reflections on their educational journey. Dr. Leslie Kellogg, Provost and Vice President of Academic and Workforce Education, will introduce the deans who will present each degree. Dr. Sawyer will then confer the degrees. Macomb offers 5 types of associate's degrees: an Associate's of Arts, Science, Applied Science, Business Administration, and General Studies. The candidates for each of these degrees will be presented as a group by the deans, while the president will formally confer their degrees. Then, each of our graduates will be announced individually and will proceed to the stage to receive their diploma from President Sawyer. The graduates will continue across the stage and will be congratulated by members of the Board of Trustees. While simply completing the requirements for a college degree is a major accomplishment in itself, it is traditional for colleges and universities to give special recognition to our graduates who have achieved academic honors. This is accomplished in 2 ways. First, you will note that some of our students will be wearing a gold honor stole and tassel. This signifies that they are a member of Phi Theta Kappa, a highly prestigious international honor society. Second, all students who are graduating with honors will be wearing an honor cord that was presented to them earlier in the robing room. The color of their cord represents their level of academic achievement. There will also be some graduates who are wearing red, white, and blue cords, which identifies them as veterans. We have contracted with a professional photography company to take pictures of each of our graduates, which you may purchase if you wish. Photos will be taken of the graduates receiving their diploma, in addition to candid shots from off stage. The graduates who have been given order information for their families and friends. As a courtesy to other guests and safety precaution, please do not leave your seats to take pictures. Also, to ensure that all graduates may fully experience this important educational milestone, please turn off your cell phones and electronic devices now. At the conclusion of this commencement ceremony, the platform guests and graduates will exit first. Please remain in your seats until the graduates have filed out. If you are meeting one of the graduates following the ceremony, you will be directed outside of the facility by our ushers. There is ample space available for you to meet your graduates and take pictures before you leave campus. Again, our sincerest congratulations to our graduates and to you in supporting them in earning their degree. Please enjoy yourselves this evening. The Macomb Community College flag and mace bearers will now escort the platform guests to the stage for the singing of the national anthem. Please rise and remain standing until all platform guests are in their places. This evening, we are pleased to have with us the Goodwill Ambassadors of Macomb Community College, the Macombers. Founded in 1970, this enthusiastic group of full-time students perform for schools, businesses, and civic organizations throughout the state of Michigan under the direction of Todd Moses. Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight
Please be seated. It is my honor to serve as the Master of Ceremonies for tonight's momentous occasion, the graduation of the class of 2026. Let me begin by recognizing the members of Macombs Community College's Board of Trustees who provide leadership and direction to ensure that Macomb Community College continues to keep the education, enrichment, and economic development needs of our community at the forefront through high-quality, relevant programs. Thank you. It is the tradition here at Macomb for the college president to provide the welcome to the commencement ceremony. At this time, Dr. James Sawyer, the sixth president of Macomb Community College, will preside at this time. Dr. Sawyer.
Thank you, Dr. Nelson. Well, good evening. Great to see everyone here this evening to join us on a special occasion. On behalf of Macomb Community College's Board of Trustees, faculty, and staff, it's my honor to welcome you to our 114th commencement ceremony. Tonight, we're congratulating those who are graduating this evening. There are nearly 500 students who have chosen to mark this achievement by participating in tonight's commencement ceremony. And we're also applauding all of you in the audience who provided the support to help your graduate to help them reach their educational aspirations. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge our faculty and staff who guide the institution's teaching and learning opportunities, as well as student services at the college. These are the people who foster our student success. Will the distinguished representatives of our faculty and staff stand so we can recognize you with applause? Commencement's a great day for our graduates and their families. Each has achieved a milestone that opens up a world of possibilities for their future. Earning a college degree is not an easy task, nor one achieved by the majority of society. It's also a great day for the college. At the very core of Macomb Community College's purpose is supporting the members of our community and tapping the transformative power of education. There is nothing more rewarding than seeing our students successfully achieve their academic goals and advance to the next stage of their life journey. The students who are celebrating tonight range widely in age, come from all walks of life, and represent a remarkable breadth of aspirations. Their reasons for attending college vary greatly. We have graduates from the Macomb Early College program who pursued an associate's degree while they're still in high school. Some of our graduates came to Macomb Community College directly after earning their high school diploma with the intent to enter the workforce immediately after earning their associate degree. Others turned to Macomb, whether just out of high school or at a later point in life, to complete their first 2 years towards a bachelor's degree before transferring to one of our senior college partners. And some of our graduates are reinventing themselves and preparing to embark upon a new career path. In some cases, the rapidly changing workplace drove individuals to seek a new field, offering more opportunity. For others, the choice to develop a different career path came from a personal imperative to pursue a new direction. No matter the circumstances that brought them here, tonight's graduates have demonstrated courage. It takes courage to move beyond what you know. It takes courage to open yourself to new experiences, and it takes courage to pursue your passion and embrace building a future you want for yourself and for your loved ones. And above all, tonight's graduates have the courage to keep going until they achieve their goal of earning an associate's degree. As a result, from here, tonight's Macomb Community College graduates are prepared to go almost anywhere and do almost anything. On behalf of the college's Board of Trustees, faculty, and staff, I extend my sincere congratulations to our graduates. You have done far more than pass tests and classes. You have built a foundation for learning that will serve you throughout your life to open new doors and create new opportunities. The focus, perseverance, and resilience you have displayed in earning your degree demonstrates that you have the traits essential in making the most of opportunities, as well as weathering and conquering challenges. All of us at Macomb are proud of you and your achievement, and we're proud to have played a role in helping you advance to the next stage of your life's journey. Thank you. It's now my pleasure to turn the program over to three of our graduating students who will share remarks with us. They each have a unique story to share. First will be Aya Khalil, then Dylan Strobeck, and then Felicia Como. Felicia will be the first to speak. Please join me in welcoming Felicia.
Hi. Good evening. My name is Felicia Como, and I still can't believe that I'm standing here today. When I was younger, college wasn't something that I thought was meant for me. In fact, this is my fourth attempt at finishing. It has taken me 20 years to figure it out. I come from a family of hard workers, not college graduates. My dad is a farmer who never learned to read or write. My mom had 3 daughters by the age of 21, teen parents, high school dropouts. After my parents split, my then single mom worked multiple jobs to support us, while also going to school to build a career for herself and a future for us. She taught me strength, grit, and determination. She made me believe that if she could do it, so could I. But belief does not always come easy. I struggled. I struggled just to get through high school. I dropped out my junior year before going back to finish during my senior year. And let's just say my academic record back then would not have predicted this moment. 2 weeks after turning 18, I joined the Army, which was majorly influenced by my amazing stepdad, who entered our lives when we needed him the most. 3 teenage daughters, bless his heart. I didn't have everything figured out, but I knew I wanted more. I deserved more, and I could achieve more. After serving 9 years, including a tour in Iraq, I was medically discharged. Within a year, I went through a divorce, and I found myself temporarily homeless with 2 young sons, sleeping on a couch miles away from family, just trying to survive. I was in college during that time, working on my 3rd attempt, but life had other plans, and I had to walk away again. Years later, after battling depression, dealing with a toxic work environment, and being in constant survival mode, I finally asked myself a question: why am I not choosing better for myself? The truth was, I didn't believe in myself. I failed so many times already. So in May of 2024, I made one of the hardest decisions of my life. I took a risk. I quit my job and chose to bet on myself, and it changed everything. At Macomb, I didn't just learn business. I learned confidence. I learned how to communicate, how to grow, and to take control of my life. Macomb gave me the support and belief I needed when I was learning to believe in myself. I became healthier, happier, and more present, not just for myself, but for my 3 kids who depend on me every day. My kids are my reason, my everything, the only part of my life I brag about. But that's how it's supposed to be. I'm a mom. I'm their mom. And I'm so proud of them. I pushed them to succeed, and I knew I had to hold myself to that same standard. So I did. I showed up, I worked hard, I made the Dean's List, and I'm a member of the Honor Society. And now I'm standing here today receiving my associate's degree in general business, and I just completed the requirements for my second degree in business management. I'm the first in my family to graduate, but this is not where my journey ends. In the fall of 2026, I'll be pursuing my bachelor's degree. To everyone graduating today, this was not easy. You chose this, you fought for this, and that means something. You are stronger than you think, more capable than you know, and whether you realize it or not, you're someone's inspiration. If there's one thing I've learned, it's this: don't let doubt decide your future. Proceed with confidence. Take the risk. Bet on yourself. Thank you, and congratulations.
Good evening, faculty, families, friends, and fellow graduates. My name is Aya Khalil, and I'm honored to stand before you today to celebrate this moment with all of you. My story did not start in a classroom. It began in Iraq when I grew up as the oldest of 3 siblings, the one who was expected to be strong, responsible, and study. But at 12 years old, I suddenly couldn't walk normally. Doctors had no answers. People in my community told me I would never run, never jump, never move like other children. For a long time, I believed them. Eventually, after traveling to different countries, I received treatment that helped me walk again. That moment taught me something I have carried ever since. Healing is possible even when hope feels small. After moving to United States in 2017, I attended high school in Grand Rapids. I was still learning English, and one of my advisors told me I probably wouldn't graduate from high school and college was out of reach. I was encouraged to pursue a GED program instead. That news was shocking, but also becoming a turning point for me. As a first-generation student, I knew every step I took would open doors, not just for myself, but also for my younger siblings. I refused to let anyone else define my future. I transferred to different high school, worked harder than ever, enrolled in dual Roman college classes, graduate with 4.0 GPA, and earned 6 college credits along the way. Each step reminded me how much I was capable of. After high school, I began my college journey at Grand Rapids Community College as a pre-pharmacy. Then, in the fall of 2024, I transferred to Macomb Community College, where I found a supportive environment that helped me grow both academically and personally. I had many great professors in my time at Macomb, but 2 professors forced me to think about science in a different way. Professor Mark Champagne made chemistry labs something I looked forward to. He was supportive and truly wanted each student to do their best. And Professor Kathy Kelly made anatomy and physiology interesting and challenging and pushed me to keep learning more. My passion for pharmacy comes from my personal experiences growing up. Pharmacy brings together everything I care about: science, helping others, solving problems, and being there for those who feel unheard. Over the past 2 years, I was forced with another challenge: recovering from a burned injury to my right hand. It's made everyday tasks difficult, but also deepened my determination. With support, patience, adaptability, I continued moving forward. I have had the privilege of serving as student activity aide, helping organize events and support student engagement. Supporting students throughout their academic journey allowed me to give back to the higher education system that supported me after a shaky high school experience. Through my work in student life and leadership and becoming an officer of Phi Theta Kappa, I felt completely seen for the first time in a long time. I felt understood. I felt like I belonged. Today, I'm receiving my associate degree in science from Macomb Community College. One of the most meaningful turning points into my journey happened last April at the Phi Theta Kappa Catalyst Conference. A single introduction led me to recruitment coordinator for Midwestern University College of Pharmacy, then into a conversation with the dean and admissions staff. I am proud to say, because of the opportunities and connections I have found here, I have been accepted to Midwestern University College of Pharmacy. My challenges shaped me to who I am today, and for that, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my family who supported me throughout my academic journey. They were with me for each step I took to be here today. To my fellow graduates, our challenges do not limit us. They shape us. They prepare us for everything we are capable of becoming. Congratulations, class of 2026, and thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dylan Strobeck, and today I'm graduating from Macomb with an associate's degree in general studies 3 weeks before I receive my diploma from New Haven High School. It is truly an honor to stand here today as a student speaker. First, I would like to congratulate all the graduates here tonight and those who can attend today's ceremony. Reaching this moment in our lives takes a great deal of sacrifice, commitment, and perseverance. I also want to recognize the people who supported us along the way. In many ways, a graduation ceremony isn't just for the graduates, it's for the parents, families, friends, mentors, and teachers who helped us get here. None of us reached this milestone alone. Unlike high school, many of us have never actually been in the same room together before today. But despite that, we will always share something in common. We are the Macomb Community College class of 2026. So you may be wondering, why am I up here giving this speech? Well, I believe my journey to get here is one worth sharing. To be here today, I had to take the day off of high school, and I'm hoping this doesn't count as an unexcused absence, because senioritis is not fun. The summer before my freshman year, my mom and I sat down to talk about a program called dual enrollment, which essentially meant I could begin taking college classes while still attending high school. And at first, I thought it seemed like a pretty cool idea. And then that confidence lasted up until I posted my first introduction on Canvas and read that most of my classmates were twice my age. 14-year-old me started to think I might be a little in over my head. And I'll admit, it wasn't always easy, balancing college coursework, high school classes, sports, and eventually a job made for some very long weeks. There were moments when I wondered if I should have just taken the traditional high school route. But I kept reminding myself of the goal, graduating with college credits already earned and a clear sense of direction for my future. That motivation kept me going. One of the best parts of being a dual enrollment student was taking classes that I was genuinely interested in. Instead of just checking boxes, I felt like I was learning skills that would help me in my future career. That experience pushed me to work harder, not just at Macomb, but in high school as well. This fall, on my 18th birthday, I was accepted into Michigan Technological University to study network engineering. Go Huskies. And even better, every single class I have taken here at Macomb is going to transfer with me to Michigan Tech. It all started with the Principles of Networking class during my freshman year that gave me an insight into what my future career could look like, along with the high expectations of a college class. Macomb didn't just help me earn college credits, it gave me an early look into my future. It showed me that setting a goal and sticking with it can have a lasting impact on your life. Before I close, I want to thank the staff at Macomb Community College for supporting me through this journey. I'd like to thank Mr. Baysdale for guiding me through this moment. I would also like to congratulate Macomb's president, Dr. Jim Sawyer, on his retirement, and thank him for helping make Macomb Community College such a welcoming and accessible place for students, especially those balancing both high school and college. And of course, I'd like to thank my mom for pushing me to do dual enrollment and to continue pushing me past my limits that I did not believe I had. To the class of 2026, no matter how we got here, we all share the accomplishment of reaching this milestone. Our paths may have looked different, but the determination it took to get here is something we all have in common. Congratulations, and I can't wait to see what all of us accomplish next. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Leslie Kellogg, the Provost and Vice President of Academic and Workforce Education. I want to begin by thanking our three student speakers, Felicia Como, Aya Khalil, and Dylan Strobeck, for sharing their personal stories. And now comes the time in our ceremony that our graduates have worked long and hard to experience, the awarding of degrees. Announcing for the Associate of Applied Science will be Nara Mirjanian, Dean of Health and Public Services. Announcing for the Associate of Arts and Associate of Science will be Marie Pritchett, Dean of Arts and Sciences. Announcing for the Associate of Business Administration will be Michael Balsamo, Dean of Business and Information Technology. Announcing for the Associate of General Studies will be Don Hutchinson, Dean of Engineering and Advanced Technology. Graduates, as your degrees are announced by your dean, please rise and remain standing until all degrees are conferred. After President Sawyer confers the degrees upon all graduates this evening, please be seated until escorted to the platform to receive your diplomas. President Sawyer, we would like to now begin conferring of the degrees.
Will the candidates for the Associates of Will the candidates for the Associates of Applied Sciences degree please rise and remain standing? President Sawyer, these candidates have been certified by the faculty as having met the requirements for the degree of Associate of Applied Sciences and are hereby presented to you for the conferring of that degree.
Will the candidates for the Associate of Arts and Associate of Science degrees please rise and remain standing? President Sawyer, these candidates have been certified by the faculty as having met the requirements for the degrees of Associate of Arts and Associate of Science and are hereby presented to you for the conferring of those degrees.
Will the candidates for the Associates of Business Administration degree please rise and remain standing? President Sawyer, these candidates have been certified by the faculty as having met the requirements for the degree of Associates of Business Administration and hereby presented to you for the conferring of that degree.
Will the candidates for the Associate of General Studies degree please rise and remain standing? President Sawyer, these candidates have been certified by the faculty as having met the requirements for the degree of Associate of General Studies and are hereby presented to you for the conferring of that degree.
By the authority vested in me through the state of Michigan and our College Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you collectively and individually the degrees for which you have been recommended, together with all the rights and privileges. Congratulations.
Please be seated. The candidates will now be escorted to the stage to receive their diplomas.
Felicia Como, summa cum laude. Aya Khalil. Dylan Strobeck. Beth Dunraven, summa cum laude. Jada Stepp, summa cum laude. Lindsay Parton, cum laude. Ahlam Hassan, magna cum laude. Jada Simone Doris, magna cum laude. Ambria Brown. Brianna Hatcher. Aaliyah Brown, cum laude. Amaya Perry, magna cum laude. Alexandria Cormier, cum laude. Jessica Brulette, cum laude. Isabel Oliva. Carmen Catula, summa cum laude. Shatoria Lewis. Mariah Benson. Deasia Sneed. Angela Sims, magna cum laude. Kyla Scales. Evelyn Mitten, summa cum laude. Amber Winter. Jessica Palmer, magna cum laude. Naya Jones, cum laude. Tess Cunningham, cum laude. Samantha Fenton, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Lauer, summa cum laude. Julianne Ferguson, magna cum laude. Nevaeh Zatkoff. Samantha Nadine Ballard. Chelsea Curtis. Cecilia Kelly, cum laude. Josh Fabrizio, magna cum laude. Caitlin Schmidt. Melissa Leon, cum laude. Kate Moore, magna cum laude. Danielle Axworthy, summa cum laude. Kailani Gotts, magna cum laude. Madison Rowe, summa cum laude. Parker Jones. Jessa Francis, summa cum laude. Haley Paxton, summa cum laude. Haley Kaunas. Sadie Ruhana. Alina Kuzniers. Marie Southwell. Toy Coleman, magna cum laude. Cadence Williams, cum laude. Sherry Werwine, cum laude. Ashley Lafata. Sarita Harold Cholette. Chrissy Mutz, magna cum laude. Rachel Arato, magna cum laude. Timothy Noble, cum laude. Heather Hatfield. Ebony Grayson, cum laude. Paulina Verbecki, cum laude. Addison Cardis, summa cum laude. Tuba Walker.
Miriam bint Khalil, summa cum laude. Peyton Dockery, magna cum laude. Evelyn Slaybaugh, cum laude. Naveen Elo, magna cum laude. Ariana Hall, magna cum laude. Hadil Mohammed, cum laude. Alexis Sarah, cum laude. Lauren Brown. Trent Nelson, magna cum laude. Jessica Wilcox, magna cum laude. Ashia Naznin, cum laude. Yusuf Tabaya. Colin Flanagan, cum laude. Daria Dimkovska. Amy Bobian. Kimberly Wiley, summa cum laude. Frankie Johnson, cum laude. Melissa Ferragaro, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Myron. Carletta Jordan. Bobo Ebony. Catherine Milliken, summa cum laude. Gabrielle Pfeiffer, summa cum laude. Ashley McLeod, summa cum laude. Alexis Panacucci, cum laude. Heather Shoemaker, summa cum laude. Jesse Marzalek, cum laude. Emma Bongers. Ethan Force. Kendra DeLong, cum laude. Sienna Camigo, summa cum laude. Ferris Youssef, summa cum laude. Axel Cupie, summa cum laude. Solen Orlando Loria, magna cum laude. Rona de los Santos, cum laude. Raven Tucker. Lisa Owen, magna cum laude. Jessica Moseri, cum laude. Prina Jackie, cum laude. Serafina Bliss, cum laude. Leah Yukonis, magna cum laude. Sarah Patton, magna cum laude. Charles Ludwig. Ashley Clark. Paige Fetty, cum laude. Kennedy Clinton. Ashley Wright, magna cum laude. Michelle Upton, magna cum laude. Aaron Robb, summa cum laude. Amina Korayats. Arabella Groder. Alina DeCarson, cum laude. Jenna Mandia, summa cum laude. Taiwan Bailey. Lakia Mace, magna cum laude. Hope Hunger, magna cum laude. Nadine Furno, magna cum laude. Emma Perna, magna cum laude. Sarah Schillen, summa cum laude.
McKenna Parker, summa cum laude. Elkeita Kamai, summa cum laude. Linnea Budek, magna cum laude. Jacqueline Kowalik, magna cum laude. Kaylin Perkins, magna cum laude. Perry Wolf, magna cum laude. Olivia Monfett, magna cum laude. Adriana James, summa cum laude. Christiana Barnhill, magna cum laude. Autumn Fontaine, summa cum laude. Madeline Badalamenti, cum laude. Rosemary Youssef. Noshin Rahman. Amy Mims, summa cum laude. Kimari Roberts Chapman. Edward Smith. Shanayan Dosha, summa cum laude. Alex Selwan Shabila. Mayub Elgame. Demetrius Rodonald Green Jr. Christina Slobodnik. Jacob Chea. Neb Horton. Brandon Carneal, magna cum laude. Bianca Yakub. Amelia Hobson, summa cum laude. Destiny Tierra Denise Horton, summa cum laude. Mia Chow, magna cum laude. Elvina Sohail. Jason Buckley, summa cum laude. Kira Buckley Kiramonti, summa cum laude. Michael Straffen, magna cum laude. Joseph Donald Scalzi, Jr. Rami Hanna, magna cum laude. Maron Ishaya, cum laude. Christopher Spang. Nihaya Hendy, magna cum laude. Julia Matora, cum laude. Paul Jones, summa cum laude. Lily Shadowski, summa cum laude. Rachel Susi, summa cum laude. Tamara Smith, summa cum laude. Alexandria Noshel, summa cum laude. Caroline Nakula, summa cum laude. Caitlin Kress, summa cum laude. Sean Nichols, summa cum laude. Philip Rozick. Jasmine Johnson, summa cum laude. Katarina Lindsay, summa cum laude. Emmy Wong, summa cum laude. Diego Perdomo, summa cum laude. Edward Freeman Jr., summa cum laude. Nada Boutros, summa cum laude. Shante Stewart, magna cum laude. Mia Petrov. Dina Williams, summa cum laude. Brittany McGee, cum laude. Jennifer McGee, cum laude. Tialai Joliffe, magna cum laude. Shahriar Shaju, cum laude. Nahid Mia, magna cum laude.
Miriam Aziz. Lauren Brohl, summa cum laude. Patricia Lozen, summa cum laude. Nicholas Harelko, magna cum laude. Clara Hansen, summa cum laude. Anne Marie Sayers. Josephine Vesey, cum laude. Taylor Cole, cum laude. Christopher Gebhardt, summa cum laude. Bianca Maniaci, cum laude. Marios Cami. Sally Thamer Nader, magna cum laude. Sage Bowman, cum laude. Keegan Scott Forbes. Bruce McClendon, summa cum laude. Laquandra Robinson, summa cum laude. Joey Gaynor, summa cum laude. Divyani Boutros. Allison Wineski, cum laude. Savannah Smith. Desiree Sullivan. Hyder Swicegood. Johnny Smith, summa cum laude. Anthony Thomas Lewis, summa cum laude. Femta John A. Sarah Agar, magna cum laude. Zoe Iannucci Thompson. Melina Mansell, summa cum laude. Brianna Green, cum laude. Ashley Dimitrizin. Evan Cooper. Sierra Coletti, magna cum laude. Christian Martin Dingwall, summa cum laude. Janelle Payne. Diamond Williams, cum laude. Brianna Hill. Subro Gengoli, cum laude. D'Anthony Danieli, magna cum laude. Frank Otis. John Yarber, cum laude. Robert Malorani. Larissa Warren. Kyra Warren, magna cum laude. Brandy Todd Hoggard. Notion Hussein. Rita Hakim, magna cum laude. Leah Lewis, cum laude. Genesis Reed, magna cum laude.
Nikki D. Jackson Thompson. Robert Burse. Jakara Lowe Oliver, magna cum laude. Olivia James, magna cum laude. Julie Nava, summa cum laude. Natalie Alderson, summa cum laude. Farhana Abdullah. Bushra Begum, summa cum laude. Michelle Nadaski, cum laude. Jasmine Brown. Melanie Sanowski, cum laude. Miriam Nasher. Tamara Swift, summa cum laude. Daniel Rad, magna cum laude. Raneen Al-Gamal. Rayam Sikkim. Ryan Jankowski, cum laude. Julia Helferty, summa cum laude. Marissa Elise Guy. London Faulkner. Alexis Cook, summa cum laude. Nevaeh Taylor, cum laude. Nicole Williams, summa cum laude. Brittany Fraquelli, summa cum laude. Nicholas Pride, cum laude. Rami Sabah. Yusuf Hajar. Stefani Hoffman. Ashton Arsenault. Michaela Smith, cum laude. Melissa Fuller, cum laude. Christina Lessick. Marissa Toya, magna cum laude. Katrina Washington. Yolanda DeFazio. Isabella Hannon. Shelby Cucci, cum laude. Jessica Haas, magna cum laude. Bianca Salinas, cum laude. Angelina Viviano, magna cum laude. Aaron Breeding. Ashley Broll. Jasmine Johnson. Emily Grace Mitchell, cum laude. Abigail Logar. Yasmin Youssef, summa cum laude. Sarah Lake, cum laude. Rachel Ufumba. Jamie Henderson, magna cum laude. Anton George Oakes, summa cum laude. Kevin Olszewski.
Markia Bach, cum laude. Josephine Manino, summa cum laude. Lauren Dowell, summa cum laude. Tabor Reschke, cum laude. Elizabeta Bellabani. Aquaria Howard. Raquel Marie Jenkins, magna cum laude. Taylor Treppa, magna cum laude. Angelina Elwood, magna cum laude. Kate Carter, magna cum laude. Claire Nelson, cum laude. Mohima Ahmed. Alicia Browning, magna cum laude. Sydney Monday, summa cum laude. Alyssa Mulvihill, cum laude. Tara Sikorsky. Liliana Also Brooks, summa cum laude. Crystal Golder, cum laude. Andrew Cameron, magna cum laude. John William Edward Cross. Drew Hilliker, magna cum laude. Caitlin Biafora, magna cum laude. Claire Marie Cordabine, summa cum laude. Savannah DeWitt. Clarity Miller, summa cum laude. Jennifer Schley, magna cum laude. Stephen Evans, cum laude. Chantel Andery Howard, magna cum laude. Raha Hidu, magna cum laude. Kushal Guha, summa cum laude. Tamia Dixon. Alora Lighton. Autumn Rands, magna cum laude. Skylar Boozer, magna cum laude. Angelina Sesta, cum laude. Nicole Townsend, summa cum laude. Madeline McDonald. Tierra Weems. Taryn Livingston. Natalie Atala. Slavica Matovsky. Angela Musaku. Bintu Zhao, magna cum laude. Carter Knivka. Nicolina Manzella. Laura Grenby, cum laude. Janelle Joja. Alyssa Dode. Madison Castillo. Annie Jung. Tanya Pfister. Amy Slotkowski. Sierra Trezek, cum laude. Josephine Palazzolo. Christina Lugerai. Angelina Lugerai, magna cum laude. Cameron Viselli. Adriana Sterneman, summa cum laude. Braylon Dunn. Miriam Ellis, cum laude. Emily Hall, summa cum laude. Nathaniel Tamplin.
Anthony Warhurst. Brianna Vornold. Jordan Dubé, cum laude. Stephen Koppel, magna cum laude. Rachel Lambert, summa cum laude. Lauren Salvaggio, cum laude. Savannah Saltis. Stephanie Owens. Katie Erkinen, summa cum laude. Ashley Denby. Mackenzie Long, cum laude. Savannah Avant, summa cum laude. Miranda Steffen. Bailey Bird, cum laude. Brianna Buckner, cum laude. Thierry Macias, cum laude. Isabella Esquivel. Joynice Hayes. Reese Darville, cum laude. Jordan Clemens, magna cum laude. Marina Carano, magna cum laude. Olivia Giannone, cum laude. Tanisha Washington. Jensen Massimino, cum laude. Sandy Guzman. Yesenia Valdivia Sarate. Pamela Hicks, magna cum laude. Mohammed Fad El Hassan, cum laude. Nadine Shikri. Stephanie Cardoso Sitel, summa cum laude. McKenna Drake Young. Tasneem Chowdhury, summa cum laude. Ronald Koprince. Sedina Majstorovic. Peter Elia. Jasmine Celeste Roberts. Alexandra Inman Cirillo, summa cum laude. Kiana Parker. Marissa Short. Leandra Gilbert, cum laude. Marina Kasevic. Erin Peck. Jaden Yanor. Dmitry Osipov. Tayshawn Harper, cum laude. Justin Iltz, cum laude. Yusuf Barber, magna cum laude. Griffin Garabix, cum laude. Noah Joseph Church. Nathan Schluter, summa cum laude. Travis Cool, summa cum laude. Troy Klotfelter, summa cum laude. Quinton Eckert, magna cum laude. Katie Oliva, magna cum laude. Kira Young. Adrian Boyle. Nevea Crater, magna cum laude. Marina Shamoun, summa cum laude. Marty Martini, magna cum laude. Courtney Melby Lalai.
Tori Ramsden. Madison Glant, cum laude. Ariel Culpepper, summa cum laude. Catherine Rush. Nathan LeBlanc, summa cum laude. Jessica Comito, cum laude. Gregory J. Buckman, summa cum laude. Jacqueline Prevost Bethel, magna cum laude. Marcus Robinson, summa cum laude. Carly Anderson, summa cum laude. Chloe Deloy. Kiara Miller, cum laude. Kirsten Alyssa Stankovich. Mallory Barker, cum laude. Claire Elizabeth Wright, magna cum laude. Caleb James, cum laude. Roger Young, magna cum laude. Emily Gornicki, magna cum laude. Catherine Bunto, summa cum laude. Brianna Betcher, cum laude. Jayla Jones. Samantha Uriel, cum laude. Tracy Watson, summa cum laude. Ariana Dockham, summa cum laude. Tyra Grady. Tanisha Danielle Marshall, magna cum laude. Ryan Wolverton, magna cum laude. Jay Palaspis, summa cum laude. Luz Daisy Cruz. John Best, summa cum laude. Shane Shepard, magna cum laude. Gabriel Curry, magna cum laude. Corey Aaron Root Walsh, cum laude. Michelle Pickett, magna cum laude. Stephanie Kleinsmith, magna cum laude. Eris Williams, cum laude. Courtney Jackson Horton, magna cum laude. Cindy Ann Hoffman, summa cum laude. Elizaveta Labut, summa cum laude. Isabella Nabazny, magna cum laude. Dominique Tyson, cum laude. Jenna Pruitt. Josie Rose Franklin, cum laude. Shannon Canfield, magna cum laude. Arnisha Green, magna cum laude. Jasmine Daniels. Deshaun Bailey, cum laude. Derek Van Oppenbosch, summa cum laude. Tammy Mitzel, summa cum laude. Umar Ali. Matthew Allen Fair, cum laude. Renee McAllister, summa cum laude. Aaron Schichtel, magna cum laude. Dedrick Collins, summa cum laude. Nadim Uden. Kyle Kresnak.
Will the graduates please stand? Congratulations. You've worked hard to achieve this milestone and are now official graduates of Macomb Community College. We are honored to count you among our alumni. To symbolize your status as graduates, please move the tassel on your caps from the right to the left. Please be seated.
On behalf of the Board of Trustees, President Sawyer, Provost Kellogg, the faculty, the administration, and all of the college staff, I extend to all graduates best wishes for your continued success in your future. We hope your experience here has been an excellent one and that your goals have been achieved. Will the audience please rise and remain standing until the platform guests and graduates have left the center. Thank you.